Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, March 4th. So first things first, did anybody see the blood moon?
I did not
Monday night?
I did not get out of bed.
I know, it's always funny because every month it's something. Oh, it's the wolf moon. It's the, the mega moon. It's but last night we did get up, we, meaning Lizzie and I,
Yeah.
went outside at 3:23 and it was red.
Wow.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was red for 53 minutes. We were out there for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Took a picture, which is not, I don't know why my phone doesn't take good pictures, but I took it back in and Pa's laying there and he says, "Did you see it?" And I said, "Yeah."
Went right to sleep.
Went right back to sleep. Said my feet were cold.
I bet.
Anyway, so that was kind of fun. And then the other thing is that it's been so nice. My gosh, I think yesterday, you guys probably saw the first of many the block reveals.
Oh,
right?
yeah, Quilts of Valor blocks.
What are they calling it? Quilts of Valor blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys remember, Jordan on February 8th for his birthday, his request for birthday wishes was blocks.
Red, white,
12 and a half inch blocks to be able to make Quilts of Valor blocks. It's something that's near and dear to him, to his heart, and to Brittany's. And they have this teeny tiny little group here in Central Washington, and they have big plans.
Yes.
Big aspirations, and it's all dependent on having enough friends.
Yeah. Yes.
And so far, it's been really,
good.
really good. In fact, two more just came today. This one was from Drew Ann. Is that, is Drew Ann, is Drew Ann,
Oh, I recognize her name.
whose sister is she? Is she somebody's sister?
I mean, maybe.
Well, I mean, maybe. But who am I thinking? From Spring, Texas, Debbie Clardy. Is she Debbie's sister? No, not the same Drew Ann.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Anyways, I was thinking I might have just met you in North Carolina. I could be wrong. But Drew Ann is such an interesting name.
Yeah.
That I feel like it must be the same Drew Ann. But because Drew Ann that we met was also from Texas. But anyway, thank you. We'll give those to Jordan. And then this one, I didn't open this one, from Jay Armstrong. I'm sure that's Jim. He was really good about
Placemats too.
placemats and mug rugs also. So anyway, more coming in. And I think we're going to do that. I don't know if it's every 2 weeks or every month or whatever, just to kind of keep you abreast. And people have asked, well, are you going to stop doing it? No, there's no stopping. I think that it's just something that they've been committed to and ongoing, and there'll always be a need. And we'll talk more about that probably here in a little bit. But the other thing that I wanted to mention was Maisie. So everybody was so
What, you guys happy to see her?
yeah, so happy to see her. Even Pa, we were going through YouTube looking, and he goes, "Wait, what's that?" And I said, "It's just box opening. Maisie's here. Let's watch that." It's like, oh,
No, please don't.
please don't. I hate to watch myself. I always think, why are you so loud? Why are you so obnoxious? But anyway, so I let him watch it, and he only wanted to watch the part where Maisie was there.
Yeah.
I think he also finds
crazy.
me loud and obnoxious. She's hilarious. The funniest thing yesterday is we were doing online orders, and we were out here, and she was helping us with her little shopping cart.
Yes, she does a very good job.
And I called her. Called her something like pumpkin or sweet cakes or something like. She says, "No, I'm Maisie." I says, "I know, but don't you mind sweet potato too?" Oh, sweet potato, that's what it was. And she says, "No, I'm Maisie." And I said, "Okay,
so
Maisie May Motzkus." "No, no, not Maisie May." And I said, "You are. You're Maisie May Motzkus." "No." And she was
Adamant.
absolutely sure.
When she's in
No.
trouble, she's
Maisie May. And then a little bit later in the day, I got in trouble. I don't remember what for. And I was Nana May.
Yeah.
Nana May.
I'm Mama May. Majority of the time. Robert can get her
Mama
all
May.
riled up. Every once in a while, she'll throw the Motzkus in there. It's really cute.
Mama May Motzkus.
Motzkus. Don't make me get you. I was like, oh, get me.
That was hilarious. So cute.
And it'll be Wyatt May. Everyone is Wyatt. So May, if you get a May,
You're in trouble.
you got it. You done did it. It's hilarious. Everybody's like, it's Wyatt William? Whatever.
No. When you guys were kids, it was that extra syllable.
Yeah, I've got to aid everything.
Wyatt. Or Jordana.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so now it's May in your family. That was hilarious. I hadn't heard that before.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was hilarious. So it was good that you guys, and we should show her more often, but I'm sure you guys
She's
can tell.
wild.
She's wild.
Yeah.
She's wild. She is going to do her own thing, and she may or may not be helpful. Probably
Leading to the
not.
knot. Yeah. Leading to the knot.
Yeah, but it's good to see her every once in a while. It's just so fun because you guys have just watched her grow up.
Gosh,
you know, that's what everybody else says too. Oh my gosh, she's getting so big. So when you guys come up for retreats, you'll get to spend a little bit of time with her. And again, very vocal. Talks absolutely in complete sentences and easy to understand. Has a really good vocabulary. Yeah, doing really, really good. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, and then the other thing too was that we had talked about, I don't know what we were talking about last Wednesday, but we were talking about,
or is it my turn?
I'm not going to rub your tummy. He pauses.
Anybody, any takers?
Sorry, the dog is bugging us. Anyway, we were talking about the news, you know, and how it just isn't, I think there's too much of it right now, too much concern. And there are things that I'm upset about, things that I comment on and things that I kind of watch a little bit, but I can't be absorbed in it all the time. I really need to have an opportunity to relax, to just decompress a little bit, smile, find something to laugh about, you know, keep that dopamine going. And so we talked about that a little bit, and there were so many of you that emailed and texted and had said, absolutely feel the same way. You just have to turn it off sometimes. It doesn't turn off what's happening, and I understand that, but I also think that, you know, some of us, there's an opportunity to do something, and sometimes there's just, it's out of our control.
Right.
And I don't even know that we always really know the truth anyway. You know, I don't mean that in a negative way. I just think that there's so many other factors that, you know, you don't really know. So, so that brings me to, I do have a little bit of a heavy subject. So after all of that of, you know, but this is a little bit different. And so, today, March 4th is Hug a GI Day.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. I mean, I don't know. Just
got a
walk
few
right on up. If you see anybody in uniform, grab them.
Give them a hug.
Or, you know, I'm never sure what's appropriate. And then it's also National Sons Day. Son as in not
S-O-N?
daughter, but son. S-O-N. And so, and it's also March. And so I just wanted to share with you guys something that I'd signed up for a couple of months ago. And I just want to talk about it for a minute and talk about Jordan. So again, you know, Jordan was in the Navy for 6 years, and he was a CB, and he was in NMCB 40, which is the West Coast. And then he also spent some time in NMCB 3. And so he did, his base was Port Hueneme, and then he spent time in Afghanistan for a couple of years, and then in Guam and in Japan. And then I think he really enjoyed it while he was in. He kind of felt really comfortable. He was very good at what he did a great job. Lots of accolades, lots of letters in his file, and but he felt as though he was missing out just a little bit. Everybody was having babies and getting married, and, you know, and so, and every time he came home for a visit, I think it was a little bit harder. So he decided to retire from the Navy or whatever, get out of the Navy, whatever they call that.
Yeah.
And came home. But it's still something that's very important to him. It was a really important part of his life, and the people that he met are real important to him, and so he's still really active. We've mentioned this before, that Veterans Day, November, is a big thing for him. It's bigger than birthday and Christmas combined. He is a veteran, and he does what he can for veterans, not only his friends, but others, and he's very giving and very supportive of that. So, so there is an organization, I'm just going to show you this, and they're doing a 31-day challenge for the month of March, and it's 31 miles in 31 days. So I signed up, Lizzie and I, to walk a mile a day.
Oh, good.
We have done good.
Yes, I'm tired.
She just, oh, yes. She actually likes it because we walk our little path. We drove out to know where our mile was, and we come around and we end up at the that little coffee stand that's a block from our house.
Oh, perfect.
We end up there, we get a little treat, and then we meander home the rest of the way.
Oh, good.
So, so she's having fun. So she's enjoying it, and we're doing it after work because it's too cold in the morning.
And it's been beautiful weather here,
and it's been beautiful weather. So we've started this 31-day challenge, and it's through an organization, and it's stopsoldiersuicide.org. And it's just, and they sent me a shirt that I don't know that I have I don't know that I can wear it. I mean, I should, but
gets you all emotional.
It gets me all emotional. So, so they sent me a shirt, but anyway, we'll do the link, and what we're trying to do is have people just support me in this walk. My goal is to raise $500, and it all goes, 100% of it goes to this organization. You can Google them and see what they're doing. There's a lot of people. Maybe somebody in your family is also doing that. But I'm just going to share with you some of the numbers that for the last consecutive 22 years, there have been over 6,000 veteran suicides per year.
Oof, that's too many.
It's the second leading cause of death in veterans under the age of 45. 140,000 veterans have died by suicide in the last 20 years. And I asked Jordan this morning how many of his friends, do you know what the number is?
Oh, I bet it's double digits.
34.
Oh, that was way more than I thought. That's horrible.
34.
And the whole family feels it. When he's off, it's a horrible week for all of us.
Yeah.
Because it hits him so hard.
It really does. He, yeah. And I asked him about it, and I said, so what is it? You know, what are your thoughts? And, you know, I mean, I know I had friends that were in Vietnam, and I understood all of that and the horrible things over there. And then when they came home and the lack of support when they got here. But I hadn't really thought that it was like that with Afghanistan. And he said, it wasn't so much that. He said, what it is that, and he said, it's really difficult to explain. But when you are in the service, you know the person on your left, the person on your right, the person in front of you and behind you absolutely have your back and would die for you. And they are there for you no matter what. And he said, everybody, all of you in your group, you are a cohesive family, all for one for all. And he said, it's just, it's understood and everybody lives that. And he said, then when you give that up and you go home, not everybody has that. You know, they might not have any family. They might not have friends. They don't want to be a burden to anybody. And he said, so oftentimes what he thinks happens and has happened with his friends is that rather than be a burden, they just, you know, I'm just going to end it and just slink away. And, you know, but it's huge. So, so anyway, so I just wanted to say, this is our first time together in March. Well, we had our Sunday box opening, but anyway, it's the 31-day. It's a March event that they do every year, this particular organization. It's a really good organization run by veterans for veterans. There's so many veteran organizations. I think that it's a long list of, you know, things that you can do and help and support. And so, and it is kind of a tough subject, but gosh, if there's something, I don't know
it's
how
needed.
Yeah. Jordan said that there's a Washington group from this NMCB 40 group. There's a Washington.
There's a few of them who live in Washington.
He said that there's 6 of them left. and they're going to all get together over in Centralia. Most of them are kind of over there. Because I asked him if they ever do reunions, and he said, yeah, they have a big one in Texas this year, but this Washington group, I don't know that they'll have enough money to go.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I should do, is just pay for plane tickets. Although it's not just plane tickets, right? I mean, I don't know what all.
Right. However,
I mean,
all the rest of it.
Yeah, but anyway, he said instead they're going to kind of do their own thing and all get together, which I think would be good. Yeah. You, little sis.
Did you keep talking about me?
I'm not talking about you anymore. Wish you guys could see her.
She's pouty. I don't know what her problem is.
She's needy today.
That is true.
She didn't sleep well.
Well, you woke her up at 3 o'clock.
I did.
To go play outside.
She was happy. Happy to go. And then we didn't play. That's right. We didn't go for our walk and get our treat.
Yeah.
No, we did not. So anyway, just a little heads up. Today is Hug a GI Day. It's Son's Day. And there's a whole big 31 miles and 31 days for March. And so maybe there's somebody else that's
veterans need to be talked about more. I think you're right. They do not ask for help. Jordan never did. We knew cues and signs and could say, oh, we need to, leave the grocery store because we know him. But if there's a veteran who doesn't have anything, you won't all of a sudden know that he is going to book it out of the store or whatever it might be. So I wish they would talk about that more, but veterans do not talk about what they need or that they need help. So just being able to go to that community center, sit with the guy that you were pretty sure he was in the service, just sit with him, talk with, play cards.
Give him a hug.
Give him a hug.
Yes. So anyway, heads up.
Okay.
And then on to other news. Squirrels.
Squirrels.
So if you remember, our friend Erin Moyne, a local artist, she draws these with markers, pencil and markers. This is not... Did you hear that? Fine. She just took her head off my lap because I wasn't going to pet her anymore.
She's over it. See if I go walk with you later.
Fine. She will.
Yeah, I know. She talks big talk, but we all know she's a sucker.
She's gone. Anyway, so Erin, super talented. So she was the one who drew the fire horse sticker.
Yeah, I love the fire horse sticker.
Year of the fire horse. And so then she says, well, I'll draw anything for you. And I said, well, would you draw me a squirrel? So that was how this whole thing started. So this was her first one. We have these. And look, she did.
Yeah, we have shirts. We'll post for a good picture. I have the knitting one.
You have the knitting one. Yeah, so we have shirts. So this one is the squirrel. And these are Washington squirrels. And I think this is just a common gray squirrel. This is what we have. I'll show you a video.
You've probably seen him stealing nuts.
Yes.
Maybe not someone outside. But.
Yes. And then this one, Nitty. That's what Brianna has on her shirt. And then this is the new one. This is why we're showing you. There's a new one.
No one's seen this one.
And it's a red squirrel. And she's
beautiful.
A cupcake.
Because today is someone's birthday.
I know. Whose birthday is it?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So, yeah, super cute.
Let's go.
I know. And then we already have 2 more planned. So we're going to do the Year of the Squirrel. Yes, we know it's the fire horse, but not for us. We're going to do the year.
Have squirrel moments every day. Every day.
I know. I don't know why they're so much fun. We will sit. I'll give Anna a video to show you. So this is the view from the kids' playroom at my house. And so we have these big windows in there. And so I was sitting on the floor behind Lizzie and Forrest. Forrest was in the windowsill, and we're watching this squirrel out there. He is a big boy.
Yeah.
And he's the one that sometimes will bring girlfriends. And so we had put some almonds out there. And so he was eating them. And what was so funny, and I didn't get all, we were just sitting, we sat there for 30 minutes.
Does Forrest chatter to him, to the squirrels like he does the birds?
Yes.
Same thing?
He'll,
I don't know if they talk.
you know, that chatter.
Yeah. Calling him over.
I'm going to eat you.
Yeah.
Which
Say chatter.
He's not.
No.
But,
I'm not sure Forrest would win that.
He would
if
not
the
win.
squirrel stuck around.
But what's so funny about that is that he would get his almonds and then he runs up the tree, and then there's this funny little ledge up there where a branch was cut off. Mm-hmm. And he'll sit up there and he'll eat his almonds looking, I mean, absolute eye contact, flashing his tail. And I thought, well, it's just a little trash talker.
Yeah, one piece of
You want a piece of this? Oh, did you want a nut? He's just, I can see why dogs just are rabid about them because, oh, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know how much time we waste watching that silly squirrel, but we have fun watching him because they've got such attitude.
Yeah, they do.
And then and then sitting there contemplating, it's like, why do we call it squirrel moments? And because I was always thinking that, when I'm on my way to the kitchen or on my way to my office and I forget what I'm doing, and then I have to go all the way back, and then we talk about squirrel moments. And then I was thinking about that. It's not that I am behaving like a squirrel.
All right.
It's that squirrel. It's because
you've shifted.
If you see a squirrel, and you have to stop what you're doing, right? Because a dog has a squirrel moment.
Oh, yeah.
A dog has a moment where he's doing something or she is doing something and instantly stops what they're doing because there's a squirrel to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So a squirrel moment is not what I'm doing. A squirrel moment is the opposite, right? Does that make sense?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because you just have to watch them because they're so dang cute. And I know so many of you say, oh, they eat my garden. See, what we have to deal with up here is we have bunnies. We have a lot of wild rabbits. And some of them are little and some of them are big. We have jackrabbits around, and we have deer. And so we also have predators.
We have bigger pests.
We have really big. I mean, our entire garden can be gone in a night.
Yeah.
If a family of deer decide that they're going to go eat out for the evening.
Yeah.
So squirrels, psst.
Small.
That's nothing.
No.
Nothing. So anyway, I think that they're adorable. Okay. And then let's see, there was one other thing that I thought was, super funny that I wanted to mention. And when we were talking about Maze and Maze, Aurora was over, spent the night, Saturday night. And oh my gosh, she is addicted to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but she likes the funny things. She likes watching the dogs talk and she likes watching the cats and she watches, so she watches kind of fun things. And so we were sitting there and Orion was over for a little while too, but Orion didn't spend the night. But so we were watching all of this YouTube stuff. So there was, and they're usually those little shorts. Is that what they call them?
Maybe a little 3 minutes or whatever.
If even 3 minutes. Uh-huh. Yeah. So we were watching, and she had control of the channel changer, which was kind of fun. So she's, sometimes she'll want to watch the same thing 3 times and we'd have to say, okay,
move on.
Next one. But Pa and I were sitting there. We were pretty entertained by it. Actually, it was kind of funny. But anyway, so we saw this one and we had to watch it a couple times to see it. And again, I don't know what we can share, Anna will find out if we can either link it or do whatever. But have you seen, and maybe it's been on Facebook and Instagram or something, but have you seen the McDonald CEO? Huh. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So, we talk about fast food a lot, right? And that I can't stand McDonald's. I shouldn't say that, but to me, it just doesn't taste like real food, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. I've never liked it. I do like the French fries. I have to admit that. We do know the secret about the French fries. We've shared that with you guys a couple times.
Right by my house. So, you have to support local.
Yeah. So so the French fries, if they're hot, I will eat McDonald's French fries. I'm not going to go buy them, but if you happen to have them and they're hot, I will eat them with you. But the rest of the stuff, I mean, every time, with the kids, if we've gone over there, it's like, why did I order this? Mm-hmm. There's something about it that doesn't taste right to me. And I think it's just the way that you're raised and what you eat.
Right. It's expensive to eat out.
And it's expensive to eat out.
Good food.
I can make a burger way better than that for less money. I'm certain of it. So anyway, so I'm just not a fast food person anyway. So the CEO, you have to see this video. So that's what he says he is. He says, well, I'm the CEO of McDonald's. And he's got to be in his late 50s, early 60s, maybe. He's very thin and looks pretty physically fit. He says, and I'm gonna introduce to you the new Big Arch. and it's a double meat patty. And I thought, well, don't you already have a double meat patty? But I don't know what they have.
Isn't that a Big Mac?
Isn't that Big Mac?
I have no idea.
Who is a Whopper? That's
Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah, I don't know what a Big Mac is, but he's introducing the Big Arch. And so he has it sitting in front, and product placement, you know, is all perfect there.
Yes.
And so he opens it up and he looks at it. It is the funniest dang thing I've ever seen. He's kind of going, oh.
Game face. Game face.
He says, and here, let me just see how I'm supposed to pick this up. And you'd swear he's never picked up a burger in his life. He's like acting like, I don't know how to hold it. And he goes, oh, and look what's on there. Okay. And then when he goes to take a bite, he takes like this little
nibble. He got bread.
Oh, it's so good. I'm going to eat this for lunch. Really, I am. And he puts it down. He wouldn't take another bite. He didn't eat that for lunch. There's no dang way he ate that hamburger or a fry. Anyway, and so he keeps talking about it. Oh, and you'll have to get yours today. And I thought, and both, you know, and
did you sign something new on your contract?
We are cracking up. And then it put me on this whole little deep dive of, okay, that had to have been like some sort of spoof, right? That couldn't have really been the CEO of McDonald's because he was so visibly uncomfortable eating this trash.
Funny. I have to look that up.
Funniest thing. And so I kind of went down this little deep dive. So then, of course, what happens, right? You know what the next thing is, right?
It's funny their advertising team would play that.
No,
like fake it, man.
I wonder if he's made some enemies. And maybe those people that are his, you know, support.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to do the whole right Twix, left Twix, or Twix.
Yeah.
You know, from the right side or left side, or the mic where the Ike is scratched out kind of a thing. And are you a Mike fan or an Ike fan? And they're trying to do that cross.
I don't think so. I think that nobody wanted to tell him, you don't have a good game face. You're not an actor. You're not pulling this off. You're not fooling anybody that you've never eaten a McDonald's burger. And so I'm, you know, looking all of this up and it's like, wait, that's kind of interesting. And so, you know, me and my silly rabbit hole thing. So then what happens on my phone? What happens when you go down a rabbit hole?
Oh, that's all you find.
That's all you find. Your phone thinks, oh, wait, did you want to know more? Did you want to know more?
Yeah,
did you want to know more?
I got you.
So now there's all of these people, these creators that are spoofing.
That's fabulous.
So obviously we were not the only ones to think, what's wrong? So yeah, it's a whole big trend now is they are spoofing the McDonald's CEO. So then that started this whole other thing. So then I'd asked my Gemini, my AI, I asked the question, did the McDonald's CEO do that on purpose? Just to create...
Yeah.
So then Gemini said that they didn't think so, but it was really a trend. There's something called rage bait, where they say something to make you comment on it.
Yeah.
You know,
I see all the time.
Do something horrifying, or you'll say
something
that's wrong and make people comment, because the more comments you have,
I've noticed that too. And some of it's so blatantly rage bait. It's like, you guys all lost. Yeah. There was a game she was playing and you guys are all losers. Because now she got paid $600 to be stupid.
Right.
And she did it on purpose.
Right.
Or he did it on purpose.
Right. Right.
Stop talking to her.
And you'll even see things that, you know, it looks real, like these two people are fighting about something and it's not really real. They just are doing that to get that clickbait thing.
That reaction.
You know, to get, people to react. So anyway, so I learned a new term, rage bait.
Rage bait.
And I thought, oh yeah, I get that. And, but anyway, no, Gemini, I don't know how much AI knows. I assume a lot. More than I know. And they said no, that it was real.
That's funny. No cuts, no retakes. That's what you get. I'm going to look it up.
We'll see if Anna can play it. I never know what... I mean, I think they do those commercials because they want you to see them. I think that's why we could do the Super Bowl commercials. So maybe we'll show it to you at the end. But it is the funniest dang thing. And now every time I don't know when my phone will clean itself up and stop showing me that stuff, but every time somebody has done a spoof, I of course watch it. The best one was there was this guy that was doing it and he was kind of going, It's like, yeah, that's exactly right.
That's what he was doing.
That's exactly right. So
Funny.
anyway, so see, that's the motto of the day. Hug a GI. Find something to laugh about.
Yes.
Find something to laugh. There's so much that you don't want to laugh about that it's just important.
Take some time.
Keep that dopamine flowing and find something to smile about. I think it's so much better. When we were just off the cuff a little bit, but when we were at QuiltCon, we were walking towards, we were kind of at the end, remember that? And there was tables where people were sitting to eat.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this woman with the biggest smile.
Yeah.
So we, of course, walked up. We stopped right in front of her. And she says, do I know you? I feel like I know you. And I said, I don't know if you know us or not, but we had to stop because it's such a big smile. She said, well, I was sure that I knew you. And then when you smiled back, I thought, oh, yeah, we know each other. I said, well, we do now.
Yeah. That's true.
There's just something nice in what we're drawn to. And I think all of us need that. Just, just some smiles and something fun to laugh at. And
yes.
Anyway. All right. Okay. I feel like that's all I have. Hug a GI. It is National Sun Day.
Mm-hmm.
So a little squeeze there if you have a boy in your life. I got 2. And, let's see. I guess that's it. We've got, did you have anything you wanted to?
I don't have anything. It's conference week for us, so my schedule's all jiggity. But besides that, and it'll be easy. I'm not worried about anything. I think it'll be okay.
Of course they will be. Your kids are great, smart, studious, and they care.
They do.
They want to do well.
And me and Dad care, so, if not, they'll be in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. And then today at 10 o'clock, for those of you guys that are in the Big Blocks Barn Quilts Retreat,
we have
today is our Zoom call. I think we're doing the next 6 weeks. We have a Zoom call every Wednesday at 10 for, I think, through, we don't have the bag retreat ones scheduled yet because those retreats, none of the fall retreats, the 2 bag, the women's retreat and the Christmas retreat retreat are not scheduled yet, but the other.
Yeah, you'll get a link in an email when that comes out. And it's just a little quick chit chat about travel.
To talk about travel.
Put faces to names.
Talk about the project. What you need to bring. We still have space available in the, I do know numbers now. We have space available in the collage retreat, which I can't believe. The collage retreat, there was one year about 4 years ago we didn't do it. And I thought that the place was going to burn to the ground. Yeah. People were so upset. Can't believe you're not doing collage. And then there was one year we did 2. It was so popular. So it's still a very popular technique. You don't have to do the full, big thing. You can do one for like a jacket. You can do one for a pillow. You can do, we're also going to teach you how to create your own pattern if you want to do one of your own dog. There's a lot of ways to do it. It's a really fun technique and it's a really good cohesive one because we all share fabrics a little bit. So it's really fun. And we teach Laura Heine's method and Emily Taylor's method. Or the other thing too is you don't have to do collage.
It's a good
that's just the week that you can get away. Come hang out with us, do anything you want. Totally doesn't matter, but the majority of us probably will be doing collage. And then the other one that we had room in was the flying geese. Yeah. That was a specifically requested one. And I think at the moment we only have 18. So we have room. Oh, maybe it was 19. I think we have room for like 4 more, maybe 5 more. And flying geese. And flying geese is one of those techniques, again, that, you think about the blocks that are necessary in a quilt, right? So a square rectangle, a half square triangle, flying geese units, and then square and a square.
Yeah, that's it.
If you can master all of those, you can put together any block, you can put together, any sampler quilt. And of those, one of the hardest ones is the flying geese because you've got 1/4 inch seam on the top and 1/8 inch seams on the side. And so it makes it a little bit weird. So we're going to show you 4 different sizes. We have kind of a fun little quilt that we're doing with that. And or again, come and listen out the side of one ear and do 1 or 2 blocks and work on something else. So, because no matter what, it's a lot of fun, great food, beautiful scenery. Yeah. Fun.
It's a great time.
Wonderful
great
people.
Weather.
Get to hang out with Macy May.
Remember you asked to.
Not very much. In the evening. And then she goes home.
And we home. Favorite phrase, can't miss you till you got. Don't talk.
That's right.
She's 3, and you feel every minute of it.
I know. Oftentimes, as soon as she leaves, it's like,
Oh, I can take a deep breath. She's fast.
and loud and fun.
She's really fun.
Very sweet.
She's very funny. She has a really good personality, too.
She really does. And it's funny for a 3rd child that she's so confident.
Yeah.
You know, because
and loud.
And loud. 3rd children sometimes don't speak. You know, our 3rd child did not speak. My brother, who was 3rd in line, did not speak. Didn't have to. Right. Very quiet, kind of let everybody else take care of him. You know, Jared was the same way. And then, yeah,
not this one.
No. Maisie. And Aurora isn't either.
No, she's
Jordan's
not.
3rd. She is the boss of the 3.
It took her a little bit. I think she was quiet for a while, but then she realized, oh my gosh, I can't speak louder than all of you. Bring it on.
I can boss you around.
Yeah. Ooh, if I fall, you get in trouble. I like it. That's Maisie's favorite one at the moment.
Yes.
She's got some Jared tendencies. He hit me. I did not hit her. I was like, I know. I was watching the whole time.
We know.
I got her.
How did they learn that trick?
I don't know.
Funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
you guys. Good to hang out. We always just appreciate that we have this time together.
Yeah.
We like it. We like to visit with you guys and hang out with our friends a little bit. And then, but we'll see you tonight.
5 o'clock.
We'll see some of you guys at 10.
Yes.
And then we'll see the rest of you tonight at 5 o'clock for box opening.
Yeah.
I don't know what we have back there. There's a stack of boxes, though.
Yeah. Something good, I'm sure.
Something that you can't live without. And look, this is all that's left
crazy?
Of the Wecker Fresh.
Yeah, Americana.
The red one like that is gone. That
It's
great
called
big
So
Betsy
America.
Ross panel.
Oh my gosh.
Gone in seconds with lots of people saying, did you have more of those? No. We never know. You know, it's the weirdest thing because, you know, sometimes we'll get, oh gosh, we need to get 3 bolts of that panel so we have enough. And then we have 2.5 bolts left over.
Yeah.
Or we get only 1 bolt and it's gone in 30 minutes. So it's a chips and dip saga every day.
Right.
We just
I was thinking the same way on Monday when I was shipping the whole kits. Sometimes we have a bunch of kits left over, or the next time it's like, oh my gosh, we didn't have enough, apparently.
Yeah.
But, you know, too late because prints are already sold or all that. Yeah. So it's funny. It's just everything fluctuates. Just depends on what we're in the mood for.
Yeah. Because Sunday was a Northcott day, if you missed it. So 2 beautiful very different lines. One mountain misty kind of, I don't know what the name of it was, and one was a lakey.
Yeah.
Lake something. And all of the kits, I think, sold. We do still have panels left in both of them because we did get extra bolts of the panels, but the backing sold. In fact, oversold. There was Callista, sorry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
she was
Callista and someone else done at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It was like 2 seconds.
Yeah. And that's what happens. If 2 people order the same thing within 60 seconds, both of you end up paying for it thinking you got it, but you know, the system just doesn't reset enough. And that happens every once in a while. And that happened. And Callie, you
sorry.
After.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But anyway, but there's enough of the other stuff left and it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Boy, Northcott does a
fabulous job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what we have today. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
See you tonight.
See you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.